Christmas is in full effect in my house, as it probably is in your household as well. Come along with the journey today as we walk through the great room area and what I've completed for Christmas, showing you some of the tricks that I've used and some great tips so that you too can have a fabulous Christmas decor.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, barreling through the snow. Bells are jingling, snowflakes tingling, Rudolph knows where to go. On this cold December day, I am piloting my sleigh. The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired chore. No girl or boy without a toy, so giddy up, Rudolph, my dear. 8 pair of antlers, onwards ever go.
My example of winter wonderland actually having snow on the ground. This material is actually supposed to mimic snow, and I purchased it at Joann's. I'm glad that I did, because when everything comes together, it sets a perfect backdrop.
December day, on this cold December day. On this cold December day, we are on our merry way.
Okay, Christmas is in full effect over here. Let's see if we can hang this up.
Bells are jingling, snowflakes tingling, Rudolph knows where to go. On this cold December day, I am piloting my sleigh. The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired chore. No girl or boy without a toy, so giddy up, Rudolph, my dear. 8 pair of antlers, onwards ever go.
This is lighted, which I love, and I'm just going to place this cord in between the two pieces of molding, and I'm going to put a little tape there. At first I had a smaller hook at the top, and it didn't exceed past the drapery bar, so I went out and replaced it with my longer, which is like an 8-inch, 9-inch hook, and it's black. You can't see it once the wreath is up, and that did the trick. So I'm going to try to camouflage the cord as best as possible with a white extension cord. And then I'll reconnect everything to the bottom. You can barely see that. So when that plugs up, it's going to be great. Everything is going to be on an automatic system. It will come on at 5 o'clock or when it gets dark, and then it'll go off. I'll leave it on. Sometimes I leave things on all day if I'm here because I just want to see the gorgeousness and the light and feel the magic. Let's address the sofa area. These pillows I've had for some time. Actually, you may remember them from the fall video, how to update your fall decor. And I placed the white pillows here. They have a scroll pattern, which is just so befitting for the season. And I will be using them on this sofa. Just to recap, I do have this fabric that I purchased at Joann Fabrics. I'm using it as a backdrop for snow on the tables, and I will decorate the Christmas tables and make that magical. I will add 2 more pillows to the sofa. This is just good holiday. These are everyday pillows, but it has a little bit more of a bling to it, so I wanted to see what that looked like. And I really like it. I think it's quite nice. Pillows are an easy way to update the decor. Very, very easy. And I always like to have some kind of throw around. I'm literally just pulling items from different parts of the house. Oh, now that looks so inviting. And remember, guys, this is the fuss less, no fuss Christmas. So I will just throw it up on there and see how I like it. It looks a little too messy for me. Let's see what it looks like over here. That looks great. You guys remember these beautiful cones from the What I Got for Christmas video. So I'm going to use them in here and place them like so. So creating like an outdoorsy indoor feel with all of the cream. I love the deer, has the brown tones coming in, complementing the brown twine wrapped around a yarn braided cone. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got some additional lights. So when this lights up, it'll look really nice. And it's like they're outdoorsy in the snow, or my interpretation of what it would look like outdoors in the snow. Let's see what this looks like here. Just, oh, that's like perfect. A little bit more greenery. This scene is set up where I'm using the deer, I'm using the yarn Christmas tree cones, additional greenery, and I'm going to play with this a little bit more. Something about this is just not working for me. Maybe this. I think I need to put this here. For this alcove area, which tends to be my most difficult area to accessorize or decorate, I'm going to place felt on the bottom of this so that it doesn't damage the console table. This Christmas tree I've had for some time. I usually place it on the island, but I'm going to do something a little bit different this year for the island, so I will not be placing it there. And it's a really simple tree. It's green. It's battery operated with the lights on. I'm going to use these because they're just left over from the wreath that I made on the other side of the room. That's a fairly nice sized tree. I'm going to fluff it out. And what I like about these small trees are the fact that you can just place them anywhere. You can place them in an entry. I've placed trees this size in a bathroom because they're so small and easy to work with. I don't even know if I'm going to put any bulbs on this tree. I think it'd be kind of neat to have the first Christmas and Christmas trees and absolutely not one bulb on any Christmas tree, but we'll see. I literally, guys, go through this and start designing this right in front of you as I'm putting it together. I don't know what I'm going to do to this thing, but hopefully something will come to me and the end result would be great. And you guys can take away something, some tip that you can use in your space. The other thing that I will do to this area, to this tree, is I'm going to add lights to it because I like my trees pretty bright. And the battery operated items, they just, I don't know, they don't get bright enough for me. And besides, I like to place things on timers so that it just comes on automatically and I don't have to worry about it. These are great. These little excess extra twinkle lights to light up. I'll leave a link so that you guys can purchase some of these. They're fairly inexpensive, but they do add a lot to a tree. I placed them, I think, on each and every tree. The only item I didn't add them to was the wreaths.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe.
Hello, beautiful people. Today I will be sharing with you how to create the perfect Christmas table so that your guests will feel welcome, inviting, and enjoy the atmosphere. We will be creating the wonderful and magical perfect Christmas table for the holidays. I'm gonna start first with actually hanging a wreath. You guys remember the setup for the fall. It's still here. I started breaking things down a little bit, and we're just gonna get started. So the idea that I have for this Christmas table is earthy, natural, a little bit of gold, but definitely I want to use what I already have, and I just added a few things, a couple of wreaths. I completed a video what I got for Christmas, and I shared with you guys wonderful finds and buys from Hobby Lobby, At Home Store, and I think Target was the third store. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this wreath. I have already fluffed up the wreath. It is going to be a plain wreath. And this is a lighted wreath. It's battery operated, but I'm just gonna hang it here. So far, I'm using the command hooks. This is my first time using command hooks, so I hope it works. But this is such an elegant, easy thing to do for Christmas. This is such an easy way to create drama for the season, but not of an entirely amount of fuss. Not a whole lot of fuss at all. I just love this. It is a basic wreath. This was purchased at Home Store for like $19. And it does light up. It has batteries. And it lights up. I'm not going to add a lot to this because I want to keep it very, very earthy and simplistic, similar to the Christmas trees. But I do want to coordinate, so I'm gonna add another wreath. And I showed you guys this wreath before. It's got like berries and leaves, and it's a champagne color. So it ties in with our no bulb Christmas tree that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to take this and place Christmas wire around it so that I don't have to use another command strip. And somehow I'm going to place that, oh, that looks so good, in the center, and then tie this to a little limb in the Christmas tree. That's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's hanging a little too low, so I'm going to try to lift it, yeah, ever so slightly. Oh, it's slipping back down. This wire is wonderful because it is so versatile. Now that's very supportive. Love that. Then you can just play around with it and your branches, but that's gorgeous. This is a second wreath that I want to add to the space, and I want to say this was like 19 bucks as well, not very much. And it's a little frail. I'll probably add a couple embellishments to it. I want to place it about right here. And I'm really just eyeballing it. But for the next one, I will measure.
So this just adds a little bit more height, and it just fills it up with some greenery a little bit more. I probably should do 3 of these because something needs to be on the bottom. Actually, I like it without the extra. I just like the simplistic look of this, and I'll probably play with it a little bit more, but that's gorgeous. That is so elegant and simplistic right there. It sets the mood for Christmas is here. Now I will get started with the kitchen table. Let's get a trash bag. Typically, I love to have white tablecloths or white linen tablecloths for the holidays, and I will start with placing some type of protector over the table. That way, I don't have to worry about if I set something hot on the table, if I'm serving a casserole, and I can protect the table for the most part. Right? So I always start with some kind of protector. It has a velvet underlay, and then it has a liquid proof on top of it. You can purchase these at any Bath & Beyond, Amazon. I'll link this one below. I've had it for some time. And it saves me from having to be concerned about scratch. If you have fine furniture, this is really great to protect. So you don't necessarily need to put a pad on or a thick furniture pad. This will do the same job. So my white tablecloth that I'm going to utilize for this is a little large for this table. It's gonna do the trick. The white just looks so beautiful for the holidays, and it's just gorgeous. It just reminds me of that fine restaurant feel. So I've got this beautiful white tablecloth on the table, and now I'm just going to add some gorgeous, natural looking wreath. This is beautiful. On the white tablecloth. You can purchase this anywhere. I just want it to look as natural as possible. It has some wire in it, so you could stand it up, lay it out. It's a lot less expensive if you get the real deal closer to Christmas, but it's not available yet. So I have the artificial. This can be laid out any type of way that you want. I just think that it adds such a natural feel to your table. It's just simply gorgeous. Turn it around. I probably will embellish this just a little bit. If your table is rectangular or square, it looks even more amazing on the table. And it's just gorgeous. It is a beautiful piece of wreath, and it's just ever so natural. One more piece. Let me see what the embellishments look like. So these are my Hobby Lobby. Oh, I love that. These are the Hobby Lobby finds that were just picks, and it has the berries. That's just gorgeous. Maybe I'll use a couple of these. I don't want a lot. That is simply gorgeous. Now I'm going to work on this centerpiece, so I will bring back this Lazy Susan. I use this a lot in decor. Now remember this wreath that's up top? I'm just gonna add it right there on top of the Lazy Susan, and that is just gorgeous. This is what it looks like on the table. Just adding a few more berries, the pine cones. It just screams holiday. It absolutely screams holiday. This leaf looks so real. It looks like you can pluck it out of your backyard, and that's the idea. This is just a simple vase. I'm going to clean it a little bit, but I'm going to use it. I painted the bottom of it gold to tie in with the gold that we're going to be working.
Whoa, oh, oh.
Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la 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 la, oh, oh, oh.
Next, I'm going to add even more crystal inside to create more opportunities for candles, because everybody looks good when they are eating under candlelight. I decided not to use the black large plates. Instead, I'm going to use the clear charger, and the charger has gold beads. And that just keeps everything clear and open. Instead, I'm going to use these gorgeous inlaid plates. Just beautiful. Next, I'm going to place the napkins underneath the plate instead of on top. It is just simply elegant that way. It just adds a little bit more of an ambiance. And your guests will appreciate it because they know that you've taken time to make them feel welcome. I love candles. The more, the merrier. And so I'm going to place candles down below so that we have some low level candle light. We've got an upper level candle light going on. That's perfect. Now, I'm just gonna add a few more embellishments inside just to make it look even more gorgeous than what it is. And I decided to use deers, and I'm just gonna place them sporadically. There's no special reason as to how I'll be placing them, but just sporadically. They're different shapes. The color finishes are different. I've got like a metallic gold a kind of 24 karat gold. I think it's just kind of fun and whimsical, just to add a little bit. That looks so divine. Just adding a little bit more to the table. The last thing that I'm gonna add would be some fresh pine cones. These are so, oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell these. Now, just for texture, I'm gonna take this pine cone because it has a little bit more of a white frost, and then I'll just position it inside. It doesn't have a smell to it, but it just adds a little bit more texture and just layers. Now, if I was actually setting this for a dinner party or with friends to come over, I would have more candles. I'd place candles pretty much where every single plate would be positioned, and it just adds a little extra light and ambiance. I'm bringing back the gold silverware. And I'm actually placing it on the side of the plates instead of on top of the plates, because the plates are so gorgeous that I really want to see the pattern, and I don't want anything to distract from that gorgeous pattern. I like to try to have crystal. There's a different sound that you get instead of glass. So when you hit your silverware up against the crystal sound, it just sounds amazing. But for today's purposes, we're going to be using glass. The only thing left to do is I'm going to add some additional pillows to the back so that guests are comfortable And again, I'm using what I already have.
This was such a fun project. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know some of the things that you guys are doing for your home this holiday season. Enjoy the remainder of the video, and until next time, make every day a great day.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing, yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels.
All right, so now I'm gonna fluff it up and straighten up the limbs. I'm already seeing the difference between an expensive wreath and an inexpensive wreath. It doesn't have as many stems attached to it, and it for sure doesn't have as many lights. But that's okay, because today, this year, we're doing a no fuss Christmas. What you see here is my hot glue, and it is a professional hot glue. It's not a gun, but it's a pen, and buyers beware, it gets extremely hot. So it's not for those who are not used to working with this type of glue. I have burned myself on many occasions. It gets extremely hot, so you do have to be careful. And the reason why I'm utilizing this is because I'm hanging the wreath on a wall. Wreaths hang. It's difficult when you're placing bulbs and ornaments on a wreath. Since it's hanging, gravity will make it shift and hang and fall off of the wreath. If you're just using any type of wire to affix it, when this stands up, gravity will pull it out. I hot glue pretty much all of my ornaments, bulbs to my wreaths, and it will last for years. Or put it this way, it has lasted for years in the past. I literally have wreaths that I've hot glued 20 years ago, and I can take them down from year to year the wreath that I used last year in the family room in front of the window and where this one is going is 20 years old. And I'm putting this together on the fly, guys, because I have not predetermined what ornaments I'm going to use for the wreath. The only thing that I've predetermined is where my top is and where my bottom is. That's important because if you work with clusters, I'm determining that my top is going to be here, and that is where the plug is. I'm going to have my plug plugged into the top of it and the wires coming and then dropping down, instead of having, since this is going to be placed in front of a window, instead of having a cord come down the window, although it might be easier that way. I think I will have the cord come down and use a white cord. Switching all of that up, as I say, I am putting this together on the fly. So really quickly, the glue is melting. I want to get some more glue so that I don't have to. This is what the glue looks like. They're little like cubes, 1 inch by 2 inch. And this is super uber hot, so it will melt that glue. I did purchase these bulbs, and I did a video about, these were purchased at the at-home store, and they were fairly reasonable, $8.99 for a pack of 4. I'm not going to use that many, and we're going to get started. I do use the wire as a backup in case it gets so warm in the house from the heater being on all winter and melt the glue. The balls fall off, which they should not, but I've been doing this forever, so I still use a backup. The rule of threes applies, or the odd number, with installing ornaments and bulbs. I use my handy dandy gloves because this glue is hot as I don't know what. I'm gonna place it in there like so. I won't tie it in yet because I'm literally just going to position, I think, where I want everything to go. And I need one more of those. Place it down. Kind of like stop it from dripping a little bit. And you're making sure that you get it on top of a branch or a stem so that the glue is adhering to it. It doesn't take long. I'm just placing some extra, and keep in mind I am going to tie it together as well, because just for safety measures. Last one. There's no rhyme or reason, just anything that I think that I like is pretty much what I'm doing. I think they're so earthy and just natural. I love the neutral color theme with the green that we're using. Instead of it being a flock, the ornaments just show up so much better on the green instead of a flock. The reason why I'm overloading right now, because this looks like it's a lot, but by the time I put it up, the ornaments just shrink away. Now I want to use some type of gold just to pop a little bit, because they will be in front of a kind of neutral color sofa, an oatmeal sofa. So just to add a few elements of gold would be perfect. Now, these stems are long, so I'm actually bending them before I place them inside so they don't poke out. I feel sorry for the person who has to, maybe there's a machine. Oh my God, take and go through and tag each and every one of these. There's gotta be a better way. Each one of my stems or sprays are all on wires. I will not purchase a spray that doesn't have a wire. The wire gives me the variety of mixing it up. And I just love that, because once I get everything onto the tree or the wreath, I can just play around with how I want to position everything. Gorgeous. Okay, I think I want another bowl. I just don't know. Look what I found. More of these. Oh my gosh. That's just perfect. Boom. Oh, I can't wait to hang this one. You're gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Let's turn that up. And boom, 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 boom. Let's see. I'm gonna add this in here. Oh my gosh, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm switching up, and I'm adding in, bringing in more of the white, and I'll just spot these in a couple of areas. And so what I'm doing is just layering on top of the yumminess that's already going on with this wreath. These were purchased at Hobby Lobby as well, 60% off, guys. Get to Hobby Lobby if you can. Why am I singing gorgeous? I don't know, because this is my favorite time of the year, and I like decorating. Okay. A boom, boom, boom. A boom, boom, boom. I think this is it. I might need one more right here, because this is my bottom. So, and I want to make sure that is. Oh, this is so cute. This is such an organic looking tree. Did I say tree? I mean wreath. And stay tuned to where it's gonna go. I think it's just going to be perfect. I'm so happy and excited at the same time. That's it. What does that take me? 30 minutes? All but 30 minutes to put this wreath together.
Well, that is it, guys. Tips for how to create the perfect Christmas wreath in 30 minutes or less. This was such an exciting video. I can't wait to share with you guys the final. Look for that video within the next couple of days. It will be hanging up in the position and place that it was designed to go in. You will get a chance to look at the entire great room and how everything came together. Until next time, make every single day a great day and Merry Christmas.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Creating with Mimi if you're new, and if not, welcome back. Today's video is all about how to decorate the perfect Christmas tree. Just real easy, simple steps as to what you can do to decorate your Christmas tree. Step number one, we're going to unpack the Christmas tree. Normally, your Christmas trees are either boxed up, and this is an artificial Christmas tree, but you can take some of these same rules and apply them to a real Christmas tree. But today we're going to be working with an artificial Christmas tree, and I like to decorate with artificial so that when Christmas is over with, I can unpack, put everything away. You minimize the actual pines that you need to vacuum up. Unpack the Christmas tree and put the Christmas tree together. Each one of your Christmas trees are normally packed with 3 separate components. This unit here would be one component, and there are actually 2 others with this tree. This is a small tree, and it is a 6-foot tall tree. Typically, before I start to unpack and spend the time to fluff everything up, I like to check the electronics and make sure that they're all working. So we're going to plug it up and make sure that it works. And in between last year and this year, you never know if the lights are going to work. You'll start at the bottom, at the base of the tree, and fluffing it out. Each tree, placing it together, I don't put the whole tree together and then fluff it out. It gets to be a bit much. I fluff out each individual section as I go through. And the only thing you're actually going to do is bring the actual limbs down. Keep in mind that if you're going to be decorating, or if you have large Christmas presents or boxes that you're going to place underneath, you may not want to turn it all the way down. You may want to have it up so that you have room for your boxes. I can fluff it, and you just go all the way around. This tree is going to be so fast to put together. It will be totally amazing. Now, I will link this tree in the description box. I have tons of these. I can't tell you how many. I started using them maybe about 6 or 7 years ago because they are so simple to put together, and by the time you decorate it, you're going to get a very full tree if that's the look that you're going for. Or, as you're going to see with my Christmas decorations this year, I'm going to complete a couple of trees that are just going to be simplistic and evergreen, forest-like. I know this tree doesn't look like much. Here's the second. I am going to find the other part to this and make sure it works, and it does. And you literally just start fluffing from the bottom and you work your way around the tree. Or you can choose to fluff one side at a time. When I'm working with larger trees, I'll probably do that because I'm up on a ladder and I don't want to get up and down the ladder. So I will fluff out one side of the tree, get down off the ladder, and fluff up the other side of the tree. So the good thing about these trees, you can turn it around while you're on the ladder a little bit. Sometimes if there is a rotating stand that I'm using, I don't want to keep twisting it, but you can always twist it as well. See how she's coming together? Really nice. I do pack my trees very well at the end of the year. As you can see, I actually put twine around there so that most of my trees, almost 95% of the trees, are in its original box, and that way I'm able to keep them pretty clean and secure. Sometimes if it's a flock tree, I'll wrap it up in plastic before I put it away in the box, just so the flock doesn't dry out. That is a good tip. With the last part of the tree, I usually hold it in my hand, and that's irregardless of the size, and just turn it around, fluff it out, or I'll sit down and just go around and around and fluff it out. Because the last part of the tree, it's normally very small. You can actually hold it in your hand and you will be able to just go around and around and pull down the limbs. There's no special order with most trees, but I always like to go right, left, and then something in the center. Sometimes you have these unsightly cords that you may want to hide, and so what I typically do is I'll take this, place it inside, and then take a limb and twist it around so that it doesn't fall out. This is how fast it took to put this tree together. Remember, our theme for this year is just fuss less, less fuss, less stress. I can put together maybe 5 or 6 of these in a couple of hours. These you can pick up at Michael's. I will leave a link for this tree. Oftentimes I catch the sale at Michael's and I pay literally $35 for this 6-foot tree. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and you'll see once I put it together how well this tree is going to look. I always add additional lights only because I really like to have something to sparkle, and it just sets the mood and makes it magical. So if you want to add additional lights, for me this is the easiest time and place to add them, and I'm checking just to make sure that they're working, and they are, before I string up an entire tree. You guys remember these floral stems? I utilize them in the fall decor in the kitchen, so we talked about reusing what I already have, and I will be utilizing these on the Christmas tree. In the top of this tree. Next, you're going to add any type of ribbon or floral, anything that you're going to wrap around the tree that needs to sit inside of a bulb or a flower or some type of ornament. You're going to wrap that whatever it is you're going to use. If it's a ribbon and you're going to flow ribbon through the tree, this is the next step. There's an eye hook at the top of it, and it makes it real simple because you can take the eye hook, you can just flow the berries. These berries are ever so delicate. And I didn't lose that many of the berries. I have maybe 1 or 2 more vines to add. These berries look so real and organic. They're on a wire, so I can take them now once I've placed them inside, and I can open them up and turn them into the branch. Look at that. I love the way these berries look. This is so gorgeous. The only problem is I will be having berry mania this Christmas season because the berries are falling all over the place already. So it's a good thing that there are tons of berries on this tree so that it looks even more. Oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. I am loving this. It is so earthy and it looks so organic. Next step is you just add in any embellishments, any ornaments that you want to use for the tree. I'm going to add these gorgeous stems, and they have a little bit of a frosting, not much. And everything I'm doing is just tucking it inside, just tucking it in. That's it. I'll probably add 1 or 2 more, because I want things to be a little sparse and not really full. When you get down to the bottom, you just want to turn it so that it hangs. You don't want to place it upright because then it looks a little awkward. So down at the very bottom, you can turn whatever stem you're going to use and place it in the tree upside down, and it looks more natural that way. Add just a few more embellishments, very natural looking. These are so gorgeous. This is super simple. You just place it inside, and there's no rhyme or reason, just wherever it is you feel you want to have some floral. Everything that I usually purchase for Christmas has a wire on it so it can bend, which is what you want to keep in mind. You want something that's flexible, that can actually bend so that you can work with it a little bit better. Even my ribbon has wire on it. That tree's coming together really nice. And I'm not going to have a single bulb on the tree. Let's see here. Love that. Ooh, that looks really good. That is the gold. Fill in some of the holes that I see here.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running.
If you like this video, guys, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and that way you'll get notified each time a new upload comes up. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all of those that are following and make every day a great day.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing.
Hi guys, welcome back to Creating with Mimi. Today's video is all about putting ribbon on the Christmas tree. How to do that, how to make your Christmas tree look very professional, and to simplify that process, I'm going to show you 4 to 5 techniques that I utilize for my Christmas trees, and I can't wait to share. Let's get started. You can use the actual tree branch, the end of the branches, to secure the floral wire on the tree, or you can use floral wire, either or, that you can use to actually secure your ribbon on the tree. The next tip is, I recommend using a wire that has a ribbon that has wire inside of it, or the edges of it, and that way you're able to actually bend the wire, or you can change positions of if you're creating a bow because of the wire that's inside of the ribbon. So always look for, if you can, ribbon that has built-in wire. That would be great. So the first technique I'm going to show you is going to be what we call a cascading technique. With this first technique of cascading, you start at the top of the tree and you just let the ribbon hang loosely. You can make one tuck. I'm going to press it with the back of my hand, extend it, and that's what I'm using to size it. Tuck it in and affix it with the branch. Extend again with the back of my hand. Tuck it in with the branch. Extend, and you're going to complete that and continue that until it's complete all the way through to the bottom of the tree. And this is what we call vertical cascade ribbon. It's a super easy way to apply ribbon to your tree, and it has a very lasting effect. This is just an overview of how, a close-up view of what it looks like on the tree, and it's super easy. This next technique is called a cascade, but it's horizontal. So it's pretty much the same thing as the vertical, where I'm coming out, adjusting it, tucking it in, and you are going to go around the tree in a diagonal, horizontal fashion, and you'll just continue on until you either have decided that that's enough ribbon, or you've run out of ribbon, and it works pretty well. This technique is beautiful as well, especially if you're going to use floral or a lot of balls and you just want a very minimum amount of Christmas ribbon. You take the ribbon and you wrap it around your finger, your thumb area. I'm going to hold it with my thumb, and then I'm going to create what we call bunny ears. It's the simplest way. You would fold it once with the bunny ears and you create a bow. Now this ribbon has the same finish on both sides.
So you don't necessarily need to twist, but I'm just used to twisting it, so I'm going to twist this particular ribbon and create the bow. And I'm showing you guys how using a wire ribbon is much more flexible in terms of structure and how you want to create and decide the shape of your bow.
I folded this ribbon 4 times, so you have 2 bows on each side, and right now I'm going to make what we call a tie at the end of the bow. I'm taking my floral wire and I'm placing that through the center of the bow where my thumb is, and then I'm just going to twist that wire on the back. Now the floral wire works for 2 ways. It keeps the ribbon in place so that when you're tugging it, the bows are not going to come out, and it also, you can utilize it to tie it on the Christmas tree if you don't want to use the limb of the Christmas tree. Very easy and simple to do. Let's go through that technique one more time, and this is the bow. Actually making bows and putting the bows all around the Christmas tree. I'm going to make a couple more bows so that you can get the idea of what it looks like, and then I'm going to double up a bow and show you how you can add even more glamour to your tree by doubling up. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm taking it, I'm bringing a loop, but if you have a ribbon that has one design on the front and a different design on the back, you're going to need to twist that piece of ribbon before you make the loop. And I'll show you guys that with a different ribbon so that we can get it and you'll be 100% in terms of what it is that you're doing. I'm cutting this. And then I'm just going to cut another piece straight. These scissors are terrible, but I think you get the idea. Put that straight again there. I'm using a gold floral wire because it's easier for you guys to see on camera instead of the silver, because I'm working with the flock tree. But any color, you know, it doesn't really matter. You can use the gold, you can use, they make black as well. But it's just a way that you can quickly add a bow to your tree. And the wire keeps the bow in position once you start pulling and tucking away. The wire is going to keep the bow in position. I'm not going to cut this, but I am going to show you how you can position this on a diagonal. So let's say I put one here. Guys, the next one I'll do is a double where you can have 2 ribbons and you make one bow. You can either double the ribbon itself, fold it, because that's what we start with, is one fold. And I'm holding the fold with my thumb. If you guys can see my thumb inside, that's what I'm holding it in place with. And this is the same idea when I was saying if you have the idea, if you're going to use 2 different ribbons, or if this one ribbon has a texture on top but it doesn't have the same texture below, you're going to make your fold. And so we're creating the bunny ears, right? Now, perfect example, if I was just going to create the bunny ears again, my bow would look like this, which I don't want. I want to see this second ribbon. So what I'm going to do is, before I create the bunny ear, I'm going to twist this ribbon back here, and now I can make my bunny ear, right? And that's how that looks. Pretty gorgeous, right? So I'm going to make one quickly, just like this. And so we're going to cut this. I'm going to create my tail. Look how gorgeous that looks. And you determine how long you want your tail to be. You know, it could be a short tail, it could be a long tail. That's up to you. You can make that determination. Now, this is just a cheat way of cutting it, both ribbons, on a 45. And this floral wire, you guys, you can pick it up anywhere. They sell it at Michael's, Joann's. During the Christmas holiday, you'll even see it at Home Depot. And I'm going to take the floral wire and I'm going to slide it through here so it takes the place of my thumb. And I'm turning it over. It's just a simple twist of the wire. It's so easy, guys. Just a simple twist of the wire. And because I'm working with wire ribbon, I'll show you guys up here. I'll position this here, and I'm actually taking the wire and tying it around the bottom. This wire is so beautiful and so easy to work with and so easy to frame. Pretty nice, huh? You can bend this if you want. If you want to see more of the front of the ribbon, you can just position that so nice. This is lovely. This is just beautiful in terms of how you can do this. One more technique of how to do the double ribbon and add even more pizzazz to your Christmas tree. Now, this technique is really simple. We're just going to take it, twist. I'm going to go really quickly. As I've shown you guys the twist, how I hold it, twist, because again, we've got one texture on this side and a different texture on the back. That is the reason why we're going to twist it as we go along. Twist. This is my top layer that I'm going to utilize. And so the bottom layer, all you do is just take this ribbon, add to it, make your bunny ears. I have a habit of twisting, but you don't have to twist with this particular ribbon because it is the same. But I don't know, it's a habit of twisting. Twist again. I'm going to cut the back. Add this. With this particular one, it's the double ribbon again. However, we're just simplifying it. Bunny up. This bunny goes in the middle. And you can choose to spread it how you want to spread it, However it looks good to you. This bunny could go down, doesn't have to go up. The object is just to spread it as much as possible so that you have a fluctuation. And I'm going to take the excess wire on this side and I'm going to tie this to the tree. Bring this down. You can take this and cut up on a 45 and you get that. You can take it and make it a little bit more even. Turn it and you're going to cut out and you have this effect. So it just depends on the way that you actually want the end. It can be what I call the tie, or it can be the tail effect. But this is gorgeous. So these are, you've got 1, 2, 3 different ways just with this bowl treatment that you can actually put on the tree. And then I would just space them out and around the tree because you're going to have bulbs, you're going to have picks. But this is one technique in terms of what I would actually do. And yes, I am going to do a tree where I'm only going to add the actual bowls out of ribbons as well this year. Gorgeous.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around.
Now this next technique is actually just a bow technique. It's really simplistic, but a lot of these over the tree gives it a dramatic look. Or this can act as a filler. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this ribbon, and it's a piece of ribbon maybe about 20, it can be 18, 20 inches in length, and you're going to take it, fold it over, just like so, and fold over the other side, like so. And then you're going to take it, put it in the tree, and you're going to affix it with the actual tree branch. It's really, really easy. So if you don't have floral ribbon or any of that, that's fine. And now you're just going to spread it. Isn't that the cutest? And it just adds so much. Can you imagine? I'm going to do a couple of more. So it doesn't matter really the size of the ribbon, because as you can see, this is a smaller one. It's just the overall effect of adding the different bows. This next technique is called, we're just going to call it twisties. It's going to be the twisty technique, and all you do is take the ribbon and you wrap it around your hand like so. This is super, super easy. Again, we're working with a wire ribbon. You just wrap it around your hand just like so. You can take one end of it and you'll affix it to the tree. Twist it around the tree, and then you just let that go, and it just cascades. And you just let it go. You just unravel it Now this is an example of a longer one. Love that. And then you can just tuck it if you choose to do that. That's just gorgeous. You don't have to tuck the end. You can cut the end if you choose to. I like to tuck them so you can't tell start to finish. But you can imagine if you had several of them coming down the Christmas tree. This is a smaller one here. This is a longer one. And then you can have different colors and they'll just cascade all the way down the tree if you choose to do that. This final look, and this, it would be considered ribbon, or it's a large ribbon, but it's considered Christmas ribbon. I know that you can pick this up at Michael's, and it really comes in a roll. It's going to be rolled up like this, but I've used this before on a couple of Christmas trees, maybe 3 years. So this is about 3 years old. You can take it apart, and I've made bowls out of it for the back of a chair. But I'm going to show you guys a very simple way of how I utilize this particular tool. And I'll open it up. I usually start at the top, but you can place it anywhere. I'm going to insert a Christmas tree that I've used this on so that you guys can get a better idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I pretty much just take the end of it and I tuck it in. And then I start just wrapping the tree similar to what I would for a smaller bow. But look how beautiful that is. And it just gives it so much dimension. And I will just go around the tree, still tucking that. And what I love about it is look how you can see the Christmas lights through that. It just glistens and it just gives it a magical effect.
Very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas without all tears. Every night, every day is a happy holiday. A very Merry Christmas to you. Very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas I keep so near. Every light, every song, every friend that comes along. A very Merry Christmas to you. Sing along to the song, make a wish, grab a kiss, put another record on, wake the neighbors, having fun down the street. Christmas sweets, decorations, wanna greet old Santa Claus when he arrives. Let the reindeer see the lights, light a very Merry Christmas. Oh, we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas a dear. Very
If you like this video, guys, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and that way you'll get notified each time a new upload comes up. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all of those that are following, and make every day a great day. Welcome back to Creating with Mimi. I have had such a great time sharing all of the Christmas joy, decor, and inspiration. Today's video is the last video for Christmas 2021, and I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit more Christmas decor inspiration. Enjoy, and Merry Christmas.
upload. Until next time, make every day a great day.